Joe Hopkins here, and I gotta say, as I've become a massive YouTube star and household name, people have asked me a lot of questions. There are things that they've decided they want to know, and I'm the only person that can answer the questions of their burning desire. And the desire is probably burning because they need a shot of penicillin or something, right? Depends on what you do with your free time. So I have got frequently asked questions. These are the questions that I am asked the most frequently that people just want to know from me. Let's start here. This one is from Homie Boy 666. Why is the people so toxic? Well, Homie Boy, the people have always been so toxic. It's not a new phenomenon. Mostly it's because they suck. I realize that people have this issue with social media where they're constantly screaming and complaining about all the toxicity while at the same time themselves being toxic. I believe that the problem is not with the way social media is managed. In fact, I think Mark Zuckerberg has done a pretty good job seeing to it that you only see more of what you've been looking at. So if what you're seeing is horrible, it's probably because you've been looking at horrible things. And you might be a horrible person too. Although you might not. Maybe you just like, seeing a bunch of crazy crap and complaining about it. The toxicity comes from us. We, the people, are toxic. And it's just always been that way. It's not a new phenomenon. Those are my personal thoughts on it. I'd like to say I'm different than the rest, but I don't know. I probably suck too. So. Oh man, I'm getting a phone call. I can hear it ringing. That's also toxic because they just want to sell me an extended car warranty. So anyway, let's go on to the next frequently asked question. NoDoze69 says, what up with the price of eggs? Well, I realize that the cost of eggs is going up and it's generally being blamed on inflation and that kind of thing, supply chain issues. I think there was a bird flu out west. But the truth is, the chickens have decided to rise up against their masters and form a union, okay? They're asking union wages. They want better health insurance. They want time off, that kind of thing. So they're just not laying as much. They went on strike last month. The chicken union, yes, went on strike for 38 days. And it's just pushed the price of eggs up. You know what I mean? Especially because the chickens that do cross the picket line, they get beat up, they get harassed, that kind of thing. It keeps them, the stress of the whole thing is making it so even the scabs won't lay at the moment. It's just, it is what it is. I don't know what else to tell you. Let's go to the next question. Talkback77 asks, why is China sending balloons? Well, we're blaming China, but it's not really China. You see, did you ever see the movie It or read the book, right? Pennywise is real. All right, Stephen King saw him. He's a real creature and he really does try to trick you with balloons. So we're blaming China, but the truth is it's Pennywise trying to get us all to come down into the sewer with him. I don't know what else to tell you, man. It's all a big conspiracy. Him and Bigfoot and the Michelin Man are all hanging out together with Elvis and Tupac. Okay? That's why. That's why the balloons. Maybe they all live in China. Bigfoot could, his cousin, what is it? The Abominable Snowman. Or Yeti. Yeah, he's up in the Himalayas. He might be over there, right? He's helping them out. Alrighty, let's, next. Don't Tell Me, I'll Tell You 20408 asks, does Baby got back? I sure hope so. Because my anaconda don't want none if she ain't got buns, hun. You know what? My avocado don't want none if she ain't got buns, hun. And you figure that one out. But yes, baby does got back. Not all babies got back. Some don't. Some babies do got back. I gotta say, I heard this Rihanna song where she was claiming buns is what I got. But I've seen Rihanna, and she does not have buns. Not really. In this day and age, I'd say even J-Lo barely got buns. She was considered like the booty queen back in the day. But I mean, really, there are some really big butts out there, and they just put them all to shame. I mean, look at Nicki Minaj. So yeah, Cardi B got buns. She got buns. Nicki Minaj, man, she got buns for days. Buns for days. All right. So anyway. ToodleButt02 asks, is there a ToodleButt01? I gotta ask that. Anyway, they ask, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And that's an old one there, but it depends on the woodchuck, all right? Once again, there is a woodchuck union. And is this woodchuck working independently, or is he working union hours, union wages? Union woodchucks chuck less wood, but they do it at a higher quality of chucking. So I've been told. They tend to have more training. Non-union woodchucks, some of them are quite good. Some of them, you know, they were former union woodchucks that went independent, but you don't really know what you're getting. They're not vetted like union woodchucks. So sometimes you get one that chucks a lot of wood. Sometimes you get one that just, you know, the claims don't match the performance, right? Be careful hiring woodchucks off of Craigslist. Some of them are scams. Okay, so let's move on. Muse in Motion 22 asks, where did all the water go? Well, now that depends. If you're in a bathtub, you probably hit the drain or unplugged it there and it went down the drain, right? If it's your toilet and you flushed it and the water didn't come back, it could be a clog. It could be a problem with your plumbing. If generally you don't have water in your house, you might want to call the water company and see if you paid your bill on time. They do that. You don't pay your bill. They cut it off. You go down to the meter and it's got this little knob that they turn. It's got a hoop in it. They put a little padlock on that thing. It's a shame because, you know, you pour and you can't pay your bills and then they cut you off. You need water. However, if you're standing on the beach and you're asking that question, you should probably get to higher ground, like right now. I've seen those videos of the tsunamis, and I'd say when the water go away, you should go away. All right, let's see what we got next. Time to Run 508 asks, why you so handsome? Well, thank you, Time to Run 508. I think I'm a very good-looking guy. I'm glad you do too. My mama made me that way. Yeah, I work on it too. I work on my physique, my figure. I try to stay lean, healthy. I work out. I do work out. So that always helps. So these are the most frequently asked questions that I'm asked, right? And I guess I'm an authority enough to be able to answer some of those questions. I hope I helped out and have been somewhat informative. And yeah, subscribe to my channel because I informed you. And as a reward, you should subscribe and hit like. And there's a bell. Is it the taco bell? When you hit the bell, do you get tacos? Because like on the commercials where somebody hits a bell, bong, and they run off and they get tacos. I don't know. I certainly hope so because Taco Bell is trash, but it's really, really tasty trash. So anyway, I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.